Salam, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for all of your support. We got refreshed energy today. It's all about the divine feminine, man or woman. We all embody both energies. But this energy today is like enough, okay? And it's segregated into two different groups. It's about the naysayers, and the fate of those who follow the shaitan and commit shirk. Those, I call them office clerks and naysayers. The ones who look at you like you're weird for going with an unconventional way of living your life. God bless them. Um, I have downloads. The other download is God giving all kinds of examples of his oneness and his lordship. That's you, divine feminine groups. Okay? And then you have Soul to Soul, Back to Life, Solange Almeida, Kanye West, Monster, Beanie Siegel, Stop, Chill, Eminem, Lose Yourself. So you're becoming something new. You decided, it's like everyone's asking you, it's like, oh, you retired? No, I just decided I was finished. I see the Hierophant and the High Priestess. So what that tells me is the thing you've been putting aside, what's been locking, lose yourself. Oh yeah, the other Eminem song, cleaning out my closet. What I take from that with this is you being spiritually locked in the closet because you're not doing what feels good to you. You're not doing what makes your soul feel awesome. And that thing you put to the side due to financial security or just dimming your light to fit in, those days are over. They came to pass. And then you have my notes, talks about the creation of the heavens and the earth is not a game. If there was more than one God, the heavens and earth would be in a state of disorder. And all messengers were sent with the same message. There is no God but God. Also the first commandment, worship God alone. So with that, it has a bit of a religious aspect to it, but this is more spiritual, the spiritual aspect of it. It's about you connecting with the Most High and the naysayers connecting with the darker entities and the people who play against you with the dark magic and stuff, the stupid stuff that you hear about and through a lot of different spiritual counselors. So you're becoming something new, like a good priestess, as I like to say. So you're a person who creates your own magic. Like you are magic. You don't dibble and dabble in anything to manipulate your fate. And it made me wonder, the people who play into that stuff to stop somebody else, if you're so jealous of their well-being, why don't you manipulate your situation and make it more abundant for you instead of hating on somebody else? That never made sense to me. That's the ass backwards stuff I'm talking about. These divine feminines, men and women, they have made a way of abundance with little to nothing to work with. They were the ones who were counted out, like the oddballs, the eccentrics, the black sheeps of the family. When the real black sheeps is the people who play in the closet with the dark arts. Smile in your face, come off real charming, charismatic, but really be plotting against you, be shape-shifting. They learn things about your character and try to insert it in themselves. And then try to weaponize it against you. You're doing it wrong, by the way. So this divine feminines, they have a special gift for that love. They do many random acts of love. And through those acts of love, it provides healing. It's a medicine. So with clear intention, channeling your emotional energy and using your words, you create joy and happiness in the heart of those, that's around you. So you have a double mission. So anybody who relates or resonates with being a light worker or a star seed, you understand that you're purpose oriented and mission oriented. You received a mission. You're called to speak to a lot of different people, billions and billions of people. You do You do what makes your soul feel good. You're called to do what your soul feels, what makes your soul feel good. And that's whatever it is for everybody, each unique person. You're meant to experience joy. You don't have to have a vision plan, marketing plan, business plan. All you have to do, if you like, when you receive those downloads, keep a journal and write them down because it's meant for you to speak on it somehow, some way. And it's also a reminder to yourself, so your collective mission really is just to solely work out your passions, whatever they are. Everything you lock in the closet that puts you in a position to be spiritually locked in the closet, come out of that. And the key to making it work for you is consistency. That's what I'm called to tell you today. No more dimming your light to fit in or being locked in the closet. But I got that fresh energy from divine feminines. It is my mind that creates my experiences, and I'm unlimited in my own ability to create the good in my life. That's right. I now go beyond other people's fears and limitations, and that's the segregation between the office clerks and the unconventional. I flow freely and lovingly with life. I love myself. I know that only good awaits for me at every turn. Somebody's writing these affirmations in bold red lipstick because I was called to go get my lipstick. I let go of all expectations. Look, my lipstick. To wear it for this reading. Isn't that something? Forgiveness of myself and others releases me from the past. Forgiveness is the answer to almost every problem. Forgiveness is a gift to myself, and I forgive and I set myself free. And there's plenty for everyone, including me. So you don't ever have to feel left out because you're not a naysayer. You're not one of the people who finds pleasure in just being cynical. At least they found their calling, and it's time for you to walk in yours too. The ocean of life is lavish with its abundance. All my needs and desires are met before I even ask. My good comes from everywhere and everyone and everything. Like, don't leave no stone unturned. Okay? Now let's get started. What is this? This is my StarSeed deck and my Work Your Light deck. And I'm going down the list. These are the cards that I shuffled and pulled to the side. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? That distorted image of yourself, that negative thinking, that way of believing other people and like believing that you're going to fail, or just letting it seep into your energy because you're very sensitive and empathic. Or people that you love the most or value their opinion the most are the ones that's telling you you're distorted or something's the matter with you when you're simply just doing what your soul is calling you to do. Protection. You're being called to call back your power and cut the cords of everybody who is against you. And Rama. And I'm also going to go by these illustrations too. You see that? That depth of knowledge, all that water. Some of us live by water, and some of us are called to go in water because you receive your downloads like that. Where are you being called to journey to? And that starts within before you can work your way out. The age of light. This is something you've done before. You've been training for this for lifetimes. So it's time to take the training wheels off. This is something that you felt you couldn't do full time because maybe the economy's bad and the inflation, and you're meant to forge. You don't follow. Push through. Pave a new path. You want to be the leader you wish all your friends and family and loved ones were. And you're lifting the veil. You're questioning everything. Goes back to that first card. It has this very similar meaning. You're questioning everything. Everything unaligned must go. You have to reconsider who you tell your plans to. And it's always good to move in silence because people will try to cock block or unintentionally eyeing your situation. So when I was shuffling my cards from my Priestess of Light deck. Oh, wait a minute, y'all. My tarot cards. Look at this. The High Priestess, as I channeled. the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. All you got to do is take the first step to building that platform on. Even if you have to start on social media, you may not have the means to do a storefront right now or to do things practically right now. So you got to go to social media. It's free, and you can gain a lot of popularity and a nice following. Do it now. It's going to take off fast. All you got to do is take the first step. Okay? So this is what's interesting is I was shuffling my Priestess of Light deck, and the only card that was on the top, because I do the top and the bottom, was my Wings of Light, becoming something new. And then I was called to go on the bottom of the deck, and it told a whole story as to how this divine feminine stepped into her North Node. And although the divine feminine was the first card, but I'm gonna start backwards. That's gonna lead up to how she became the divine feminine. So I'm gonna make the card. Let me put the cards back the other way. It's like 10 different cards. Like it was telling the story. Each card was telling the story of how she shaped and groomed herself with little to nothing. Here's the group of people I'm talking to. You're called to be an inspiration. You know, you're meant to be an influencer. You know, when you become influential in your field, you inspire people to step into their own greatness because you rose to yours first.